Editor George Cherian caught up with the CEO of Singapore's largest bank, DBS, and he feels that this is a price that banks with a global ambition will have to pay.
The reality is that the crisis has demonstrated that models are open to issues, problems. The Basel continued focus on models doesn't address that fundamental issue. Right? So in fact, you get to a situation where every bank is going to determine its own capital requirements based on its own internal models, and therefore it's beginning to make regulators quite uncertain about whether they can compare apples and apples or compare people across the level playing field. So that's an issue. The second big issue that Basel creates is this ring fencing issue. So increasingly, every regulator is trying to ring fence capital and liquidity within their own jurisdictions. Unfortunately, this results in inefficient use of capital and results in what I call ponds of liquidity as opposed to a flowing river of liquidity. And I believe that in years to come, this will have some pretty profound impact on overall growth opportunities and growth prospects. So this is your specific question. I do believe that in going through a lot of the Basel prescriptions, we will create problems, headwinds in terms of economic growth. As we go forward. It's not going to be straightforward.
So when you talk about these ponds of liquidity that regulators across the world are insisting on to protect their geographies, do you believe that's the price that global banks such as yours will have to pay if you want to get greater access to newer markets?
It's a trade-off. It's something that we're trying to work with the regulators at a global level. In fact, I'm on the board of the IIF. It is one of the most important issues that we are trying to address with the Basel Committee and with the FSB. That at the end of the day, we need to find collectively a balanced outcome. An outcome which is good for the industry, an outcome which ensures that taxpayers do not bear the brunt of the follies of global banks,